This little sucker always never wants to stand right. Okay. All right. Dismiss. A nice flan cake. I mean, do what you gotta do, I guess. Kindle watering. Didn't it rain yesterday? This is why I kill bamboo, though. I don't even know why I'm pretending that I know how to plant things. Or take care of plants, better yet. Good morning. Sorry, I'm trying to get all the links ready so that when I talk about them, you can be like, okay, they're in the chat. All the things I'm going to be discussing about today, I have either the Facebook group and the website or just the website. So, good morning. The water that you hear above me, I'm in the basement, and above me, directly above me, is like the living room, but then there's a sliding glass window in the yard is right here. So the water you hear, my husband's planting, spraying water on his plant. That doesn't sound better. I don't know. I'm a fumble for words. I was gonna say hosing water, but that is this is why I kill bamboo. So thank you so much. I'm trying to think of the words. Um, yeah, he's probably growing tomatoes because I do know that the weekend before I left to so whatever studios, he bought like these really pretty things that you plant around for tomatoes. Good morning. He bought these really pretty things that you buy for tomato bushes, and they were Mardi Gras colors, and he was like excited. In case you don't know, my husband is from Louisiana, and he loves all things Louisiana. I love when people get super proud of the state that they're from because it's something to be proud of. Like you should be proud of where you come from and where you are at right now. Like there's like nothing wrong with that. So they're Mardi Gras colors and he's like excited about them. So he go whenever it doesn't rain, but I could have sworn it did rain, but it's probably didn't. We just been having really bad storms like the past 7 days, like to the point that my neighbor has like this big GMC car, like, and it is truck, and it is loud, and I love it. It reminds me of California, like California, like especially like circa 2002 and like 2004. It was like the big trucks like booted up, and like you can hear those bad boys like purr from like a mile away. And every time it like starts up, it makes me smile. And my neighbor takes care of his car. Like he warms that sucker up for like 15 minutes before he leaves, whether it's rain, sleet, snow, or whatever. He does it every time. That truck is gonna last forever because he really does take care of it. Um, so so like um so anywho, so he takes care of it, but because the storms have been so loud, like the thunder has been so loud, it sounds like someone's clapping right behind you, and the rain has been so torrential. We have had several tornado warnings where we had to run down to the basement, and we were in here for a couple of like 30 minutes to an hour, and there's been flooding in some other people's basements. We've had the sub pump has been working overtime, and sub pump is like when you can hear like the shaking in the basement. It's like a pump that collects all the water. Um, it's been bad. So his car charged like warmed up at like 10 o'clock last night, and I jumped because I thought it was straight thunder, and it's because the storms have been so bad the last 7 days, and it's just I think we're going to be in it for it in the summer. I think we had a bad winter across the board, but the East Coast had like really interesting winters where it was really, really cold, unpredictable snow, frost, freeze. But this summer, this part of the late spring, early summer has been crazy. Was it was on Sunday or Saturday we were having huge hell. My husband was at Costco, and he was like trying to take photos of the hell. They were like the size of golf balls coming down, and he was just like, what is going on? I was like, just as bad as the winter was, I think we're going to have like a summer that is going to be unprecedented, and I think it's not going to be good. So I feel like we're going to have one of those, like, either a lot of hurricanes or a lot of tropical storms, and it's that's not fun for the South or the like East Coast, because it's the beginning of hurricane season. And if you're in the West Coast, just like if California has fire season, and in there's tornado season. There's different seasons for different parts of the state. For the East Coast and like the Panhandle state, that like Louisiana, like Alabama, Florida, all that stuff. Tornado season just start. Not tornado season. Hurricane season is now in effect, and it stays in effect until November. So, yay! So that's fun. So, good morning. So, I wanted to show you one thing from Ahemats. After teaching at the whatever studio, I got to I haven't made a tiny kata for a while. So I wanted to make one, and I used some blue mora, the azul mora, and I got to do it with the Harry Potter print. This is like the smaller print scale that Olivia is showing, and I just really love this one because this actually reminds me of the dragon they have on the bank in Universal Studios, and at the stroke of like every hour it blows fire, and like in that area it gets super crowded because people have their phones out trying to get it to do fire. So like I love this, and I think it's so perfect, this print, for this small of a bag. And you have Voldemort right here. You have the Phoenix. She does all these little intricate things in the designs. It's like a Where's Waldo kind of thing. And I think it's very important when someone designs fabric like this that they take their time. Like, look, there's Dolby. Dolby is free. Sorry. Okay. He's low-key one of my favorite characters, and every time I watch the second to the last one, your girl can't get past it, and I can't. I just can't. That is like the one character when the devastation happens, like it breaks my heart every single time. Like it's not Dumbledore, it's not it's not Sirius, it's not any of the other characters. It's just that one particular character. So I put there's an interesting story because I think all the fandom prints started with this one particular pool. If you know, you know. It came before anything else. So one designer created this pool, and then it just spiraled into all of these fandom fabrics. So when I put this pool on, it makes me happy because this one person designed it, and they designed it the supernatural one, and the box for Doctor Who, and then the world of fandom in Facebook blew up. So whenever I can, put the original OG Harry Potter symbol, I can. And it's pretty cool. So I love the tiny kata, and I was so happy that I got to make it at So Whatever Studios. And I made this one as soon as I got back home with the fabric. So what I'm going to do is, in case you're not in if you're not in the Ahemats Facebook group, I highly suggest it because I'm showing you one fabric. There, in Olivia's group, there is tons of different people that have different fabrics, and they show different um ranges of bags. Like Amy made a bag with this Pikachu, well, it's not Pikachu, Pokemon print that I told you is my favorite print out of the collection. It's all like this indigo blue, and then they outline certain characters with this bright, vivid, like sunshine yellow. It's one of my favorite prints. And you're not going to see it on my channel because I don't have the bag. But if you join if you join the Ahemats Facebook group, then you have a chance to see all these beautiful different designers. I mean, different pattern makers, not pattern makers, different bag makers use Olivia's fabric and go on and create new beautiful things. So this is, hold on one second. This is the Ahemats Facebook group. And let me put this in here. And I have all this stuff also in my description section. But that's, yeah, Olivia's doing a pre-order. And she's doing it because there is a temporary reduction of the tariffs. And so she's trying to hurry up and get it in. And she has a lot of stuff. So this is what I know a lot of you guys are waiting for. I'm going to get something to drink because I have the worst cotton mouth. I swear, with this stupid sinus infection, the antibiotics is making me have if you guys ever see Me, Myself, and Irene, there's a part where like Jim Carrey's taking this medicine, and the more that he's talking, his gums are getting dry, and then his lips are receding on each other, and then he eventually gets foam in his mouth, and then he kind of looks like Fire Marshal Bill. I think that was like an ode to Fire Marshal Bill, and it's because he has like the worst cotton mouth. That's what your girl feels like. So I'm gonna hydrate with my Gryffindor because your girl's a Gryffindor. I'm just saying, true Leo. So you guys came for the oh, he must have my props still in here. Yeah. 1 minute. Sometimes if my husband takes pictures for me, he leaves my props in the bag. And then I'll look for props, and then I don't have it. So yeah, so if you guys ever want to know how people take pictures or what they do, I like to take pictures with sometimes props. So my Daisy bag is a Alice in Wonderland theme. So I have a Drink Me bottle. It's an actual bottle too. Put stuff in it. There's a cup maker. She also makes really cool bottles. She made me bottles for Nightmare Before Christmas too. So when you see somebody that makes something really talented, you can ask them to make you props. Sometimes they're not that much. I have lace gloves because they're very Alice, and some hearts because cards are part of Alice's world. So my Daisy bag, here's the front. I wanted something very Alice, but not Alice, that is not in your face. Again, my aesthetic is nerdy, but not in your face, like punch nerdy, but just like you're elegant nerdy. Like if you're wearing this and someone's like, oh my God, that's such a pretty color. Wait, is that the Mad Hatter's hat? Yes. Yes, it is. So you have in the front of the bag a very open palette. So if you are a quilter, you can have some fun and make some really beautiful free motion quilting designs, and then do your pocket. So I have a little white rabbit right here, and then you have a very open pocket. When I say open, like you have a pocket that is this whole span, which I really like. So that means you could put your phone or something in here and you have the whole pocket. It's a different construction in your pocket than you're probably more used to. It's more of a pocket that is a So Many Creations, which I like about it, because I like when designers have their own pocket style and it makes it unique to them. Again, like I said yesterday, when you get a new pattern, I love when you can use a step or learn a certain thing in a different pattern designer than something that is mimicked throughout all, because then you learn something different and you're able to put it into something else. So on the sides, they're very unique connectors. I absolutely adore this. There, you sew on like a U, and then you put a rivet. I put two because I'm Shinova. On the back, you have this really cool idea. There is a special tab that you put here. Now, it would have messed up. I found myself in Wonderland, and I couldn't have that. So instead, I did the fashion snap, and as you can see, I have a leather washer right underneath it, and you have a nice open pocket. I followed everything to the T except that part because it would have took away the words, and it would have looked weird. It would have been all for naught. Okay. So then you have these beautiful side accents. Now, I did not do the piping. I wish I did. I took out the piping stuff to make it, and I was all on it. But as soon as I put this whole thing on, I realized I didn't do it. It was brown too. And I was like, why do I have this pipe? Oh. so, so I digress. You're going to do a nice recessed zipper, and then you have like a little zipper thingy. You open it up, and I'm going to take out the strap. You open it up. I put a zipper pocket here, but what the game changer is credit cards. This bag I feel like is perfect for the summer because you could put your credit cards in, which the credit card slot comes together very easily. Some of these credit card slots are like a Houdini magic trick, and you're like, what in the Hades am I doing? This one doesn't. Just gives really clear and concise constructions. I found that they were easy, and normally when it comes down to credit card slot, they have your girl like, okay, I have to teach this and I don't know how to do it. So like it comes together pretty easy. And look, they're little white rabbits from Riley Blake. I had to put a touch of, magic in the inside. And then on this side, I just did another panel to give it some more Wonderland feeling. And I put your zipper pocket in the inside. So this bag, I feel like this is the small, there's a tall, I'm sorry, this is a short, and there's a tall. I wish I also made a tall. This bag comes together relatively easy. It doesn't have a lot of stabilizers at all. The only stabilizer I really put in here is I put a leather washer because my stem for my fashion snap was a little bit too long for just like a cork washer. So I found the leather washer was nice, and I didn't need it for the back part, but it came together pretty nice, and I like the way it looked. And I used wax. Wow. One day I'm gonna go to their thing, and they're gonna be like, Shnova, we brought you here because you say Wawa or Wawa. I'm sorry, if you see this video, it's not that I'm saying it incorrect. Obviously, my name is Shinova. I don't mean to say names incorrect, but because we have a gas station named Wawa, oh my God. Okay, so the Wawa, wow. I use these. I wanted to use these style of swivel hooks for a while because they look really classy. I am really happy with the way they look. They have a more solid feeling than their other swivel hooks. I'm kind of feeling them. Now, the hooks don't, of course, swivel around. They're just front and back, but I like kind of beat the heck out of these, and I'm kind of feeling these a little bit more than their regular swivel hooks. I don't know. I don't know if you guys have tried these, but I'm kind of feeling them. I wanted to get a haul of a lot of stuff that I get usually from Wawa and just like go over them on a regular just YouTube because I don't normally get the normal stuff. I will comb through pages for like hours and hours and hours and get things that I normally wouldn't get from a regular shop just because I don't know, just because. But these I liked. I have them in 1.5 inch and this, and I thought they were super cute. And I got this. So it was relatively inexpensive. And will I use these again? Heck yes. They look cute. So this bag, the Daisy, is going to be out sometime today. If you're not in Jess's group for Facebook group, I don't know what's wrong with you. The group is popping. But what I can do is I'm gonna put Jess's Facebook group. Here's our Facebook group. And this is the website. I don't know when she's going to have it available on her website. So I would recommend getting on her Facebook group and or following her on YouTube so that way you can get the first-hand information. I'm an early bird, but I have all the information again in my description area. Give me 1 second. And I'm so excited because some part of my I think my order from Jess is getting shipped out today, and I'm like excited because I have 2 testers that I have this month, and one of them I've been dying to use Eric's vinyl, and the other vinyl is the Black Mamba. As soon as they come in, I'll show you guys. So I'm like really excited about these things. So I'm really excited about it. So I think both of the people I'm testing for, I'm going to do videos for. I can't make promises. One, I always make videos for. Two, I'm excited too because this bag style is a very classic bag style. And every time I test for this particular person, everyone's like, did you make a video for them? So because this month of June, I don't have any like classes or teaching anything, and there's no actual selling like at a con, I can. So I was like, why not? So there might be a cool little videos out this month. And I'm pretty excited. Oh, sorry. Well, Lynette, you also could look in the description box, but I can put the link again. And it's so many creations. And also again, all the links are in my the description box. And there's the link. And again, all the links are in my description box. And if you're in the So Many Creations Facebook group, you'll probably see when it's available. Jess might put like it's alive or something like that, hopefully. And then you guys will be able to see there again, there's a tall and a small, and a tall and a short. I keep saying small, but both of them are very, very elegant, and I like the way they both set up. So again, I like the fact that you have a whole pocket and it gets clipped together. I like the fact that she uses a fashion snap. A lot of people don't utilize that, and it's a very cool thing to have. So Tiny Cotta information is in this chat too, and So Many Creation. So Many Creations website I put down on there. Yeah. I put the correct one on there, Lynette. If you look on mine, I'll pin it to the, I'll pin my my link on there so you can see it. So yeah, but again, I put down all the links and their websites and the Facebooks. They're all in my description section. So if you are tuning in after this goes live, you can just definitely go straight over to the description. But yeah, Tiny Cotta, I put the link in the information section. There is an affiliate link to Laura Rosa. So if you don't have the Tiny Cotta, which I'm pretty sure you do, I think everyone got that when it came out 2 years ago. If you don't, if you purchase it, I do get a small kickback. And yeah, that's it. So today I'm going to be working on an interesting project. I'm hoping that it works out. If it works out, you guys will see it tomorrow. I've had this idea in my head for the longest time, and I have not executed it. I cut everything out for it. The longest part of sewing for me is cutting everything out. I will explain more of the cutting out process because the whole house like side-eyed me when I was cutting it out. So cutting it out was the most difficult part. Today is the sewing it. I do have to like interfacing it, but I have to do some patch testing first on the interfacing part because I believe this material you really can't use a lot of heat on. And then if it works out, then I have the most coolest bag in the world to show you, and I need to take pictures of it today. So my goal now is that I have in a month, I have shore leaf. Shore leaf is my next biggest con. So my goal is to make a badass bag, like 1 or 2 badass bags a week. Not trying to crank out a bag every single day, but I want to take my time and create something that is so different from the rest of the bags that I have. So I want to make like a Jurassic Park, like a messenger bag. I want to make things that I typically don't have in my wheelhouse. So I'm trying not to make a Harry Potter bag. I'm trying not to make a Lord of the Ring bag. I'm trying not to make a Star Wars bag. I'm trying to make things that I typically don't. So this one is going to be an Alice in Wonderland, but this is not quite like you've ever seen done for me. My next one is going to be, I think I think it's going to be definitely a Jurassic Park bag. So I'm trying to make something different so that when I go to this convention, people have like such a weird collective of different things that they haven't seen that they're amazed. I have a one-piece bag in my head. I have so many different things that I want to try out, and I'm nervous because it's a little out of my wheelhouse. But the thing is as artists, as bag makers, sometimes we have to push ourselves to do something a little bit different, test the waters, and see how it works, because we never know how something's going to work unless we try. So yeah, this bag, you'll see why it's different from any other Alice I've ever made. I have only made one other bag like this, and it did well. I made it did well, and I'll tell you very much about it. And I think I may have pictures because my husband took pictures of it, and I didn't even have it on my table for 20 minutes before someone took it. I never made a bag like it again because it was incredibly hard. I had to do hand painting, the whole 9 yards. I didn't think anybody would want it, but they did. What up, Ayo? Good morning. So I'm excited. So yeah, I have a big thing to do today, and I'm nervous. I'm super nervous because this particular material is very hard to work with, and yeah. So that is all I have for you today. Again, if you need information for the Tiny Cotta, if you need information for the daisy, if you need information for Ahemats, super cute. All the information is in my description box. And if you need anything else that I mentioned today, just feel free to reach out to me or message me, and I'm a message away. So I will talk to you guys all later. I hope everyone has a really great Monday, and I'll talk to you guys on Tuesday.